There once was a chivalrous knight who lived a noble lady in a place called Brittany. His love for her was shown through the many tasks that he had done in her name. Because of her nobility, he didn't dare to confess his love for her. Eventually, deciding that he was worthy, the lady accepted the knight as her husband. He promised that he would never control her, never be jealous of her, and would always obey her. With this humble promise, the lady then swore that she would forever be loyal to him. They both decided that their love would be with equality because with someone in power, the love goes away. Along with that, the two vowed to have patience for each other. Patience in love is a trait that the best person has, and it gives better results than control does. The husband and wife lived happily together for about a year when this knight named Arviragus was forced to go to Britain for 2 years in order to work for more wealth. Dorigen, his wife, was heartbroken with her husband gone. He wrote her letters telling that he would come home quickly, which didn't make her feel better. She yearned for her husband to return, and her friends tried comforting her as much as they could. The lady would go to the cliffs by her castle and pray that her husband would soon return from the sea. There she saw the dangerous rocks that have killed many in the water and asked God why they were there. With Dorigen's friends still trying to cheer her up, one invited her to a party with dancing, food, and singing on May 6th. It was located in a beautiful garden. There was a squire named Aurelius who had all of the best traits, including being virtuous. He was also strong, wealthy, smart, and also praised by all. It turned out that he had been secretly in love with Dorigen ever since she had arrived with Arviragus. He confessed his love for her at the party. She said that she was staying loyal to Arviragus. As a joke, Dorigen told that if he could clear all of the dangerous rocks in the sea, she would love him. Depressed that this task was seemingly impossible, Aurelius prayed to Apollo that he would make a flood in order to cover the rocks in the sea for 2 years. He became sick with despair, and his brother took care of him. He found out about the squire's love and remembered something that could help his brother. In Orleans, as a clerk, he saw a book of magic that would be able to help Aurelius. The brothers went off to Orleans in hope of finding the student with the book of magic. When they were almost there, they ran into him, and he already knew of why they were going there. The three of them went off to the magician's house, and he decided that for £1,000, he would remove the rocks off the coast of the sea. This was only an illusion, though, because the rocks would only be temporarily gone. Aurelius happily agreed to this offer. At this time in December, the three of them returned to Brittany and the rocks were gone. Aurelius went to Dorigen and asked if they could be together now because he had fulfilled the task. Aurelius left, and Dorigen was miserable. She had thought that her promise could never have been fulfilled. She could have either been dishonorable or committed suicide. Suicide is something that many women had done for love, including Stymphalides, Lucretia, and Bulia. Arviragus returned soon after that. The lady informed her husband of the important decision that she had to make. He told her to keep her promise and go with Aurelius. Truth is the most important thing a person can keep, even if it hurt him at the time. He started to cry. Dorigen returned to the beautiful garden of where that previous party was held. She went to go tell Aurelius of her decision. He saw how noble Arviragus was to let Dorigen go and in how much pain the husband and wife were in. He decided not to make Dorigen keep the promise, because he didn't want to break the lovers apart. Even though he had decided to not make Dorigen keep her promise, Aurelius went to pay the magician for clearing the rocks. This would make him poor, but he wasn't going to break his promise. At the time, he could only pay half of the due with the amount of gold he had. Aurelius told how honorable Arviragus let Dorigen go, and how Aurelius let Dorigen be with her love. Because of all these noble deeds, the magician let Aurelius go without paying the fee for making the rocks in the sea seem to disappear.